Have you ever had one of those days where your mind just won't stop? Like you wake up already mid-thought, and from the moment your feet hit the floor, it's just go, go, go. You're thinking about what needs to get done today while also replaying a conversation from yesterday, while planning something for the weekend, while also trying to remember that one thing that you didn't write down and now can't quite remember. It's like your brain has 10 tabs open, and none of them are quiet. If you've ever experienced that, you might have had the thought, why am I like this? Why can't I just calm down? Why can't I turn my brain off? And what most of us have been taught to believe is that overthinking is a mindset problem. Like we're wired to be anxious or scattered or undisciplined. That if we could just think more positively or focus better or control our thoughts, we could fix it. But what if overthinking isn't actually the problem? What if it's the signal? This week, we're talking all things nervous system, from overthinking to activation cycles, somatics, and regulation techniques. And let me be the first to welcome you. If you're new here, I'm Ellen, a certified life coach, a singer, a mother, and a lover of alliteration, dogs, and deep conversation. And this is the Contentment Creator channel, the show designed especially for creative entrepreneurs to dig deep to clarify your life vision, catalyze your creative flow, and fuel your entrepreneurial fire. So, if you're interested in topics about personal development and healing, entrepreneurship and empowerment, and creativity and authenticity, please subscribe for more. I've worked with dozens of people who describe themselves as a classic overthinker. We start to wear labels like brands on our clothes, attaching this thing we do to sayings like, I'm this kind of person. And today I want to debunk this thing that we attach to ourselves and our identities: overthinking. Because when we zoom way out and look at what's happening in the body, overthinking starts to look a lot less like a personality trait and a lot more like a nervous system response. You see, our brain isn't spinning because it's broken or because we're too busy or that's just who we are. It's spinning because it's trying to protect us. When our nervous system sense pressure or uncertainty or even subtle overwhelm, it mobilizes, it speeds things up, thoughts get faster, attention gets sharper, our mind starts scanning for solutions, patterns, possibilities. Not because something's wrong, but because our system is trying to create a sense of control. It needs an answer to a very simple question: am I safe right now? And for a lot of us, especially if you're creative, neurodivergent, or just used to carrying a lot in life, this hypervigilance becomes a very familiar state, a very capable state. We can hold a lot. We can think quickly and we can solve problems in real time. And there's a part of that that actually works for us. We continue functioning through states of perceived fear, which is not a bad thing. But here's where the shift happens. Overthinking doesn't just feel mental, it's physiological. It's your body in a state of activation. Our nervous system perceives the whisper of a threat of danger, and it's ready to spring into action, which means if you're trying to ground yourself or slow down your thoughts, you can't do so by arguing with your thoughts. Because the thoughts aren't the root, they're the expression. And this is why so many of us feel stuck, because we're trying to solve a body-based pattern with more thinking. Here's a simple way to notice this in your own experience. The next time your mind is racing, instead of asking, how do I just turn my brain off? Start by asking this one simple question: what is my body trying to prepare me for right now? Because overthinking often shows up when something feels like it matters, when there's pressure or expectations or uncertainty, and your system is trying to get ahead of it, trying to make sure that you don't miss anything, trying to make sure that you're okay. So the goal isn't to eliminate overthinking. It's to witness your thoughts as a response to something internal. We are not our thoughts. They are reflections of what is going on within us. So recognize this. This is my nervous system doing its job. And then gently begin to support it in a different way. Not by forcing your mind to slow down, but by giving your body a sense of safety right now in this moment. Practice some somatic work like I've shared with you before. I can link that episode in the show notes and, if I remember, up in the corner of this YouTube video. Just do a 5-second room scan. a 5-second body scan, a box breath for 5 seconds each, and see how you can experiment accessing safety right now in this moment. Consider how your body is supporting you, not fighting you. Because when the body feels safe, the mind doesn't have to work so hard. So, the next time you notice your brain spinning, instead of making it mean something about you and identifying with the overthinking like it's a label or a part of who you are, see if you can get curious. Not, what's wrong with me? But, what is my system trying to do for me right now? We can never think our way through overthinking. We simply create space to actually witness our thoughts and reconnect to our bodies. And that is how we rewire new patterns and neural pathways towards a regulated nervous system. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you identified as an overthinker in your life? And how does this resonate with you? And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode on the Contentment Creator channel, where we looked at nervous system regulation and its role in overthinking, energy cycles, somatic practices, and consistency. Whether you caught the whole episode or one of our segments, either way, thank you for making it all the way to the end, and I hope you are subscribed so you don't miss another episode. Join me in my mission to turn a world full of content creators into a world of contentment creators. Bye, y'all.